In a few days, we'll gather to celebrate Easter. And it's a little different this year than years past, but that's okay. People will gather in their homes with our loved ones, and around the world, believers and unbelievers will be tuning into church services online and listening to the Easter message. Why? Because just like the first Easter, it was a dark day, and dark times preceded it. It was a dark period in history. For the world, they were getting conquered by the Roman Empire, becoming subjects of powerful emperors, losing their national identity, their own governments, and being brutally taxed. It was also a dark time for the disciples. Friday was the darkest day ever for the follower of Christ. The one they followed, left everything for, died. There was no miraculous intervention, no angels breaking forth from heaven to fight, nothing except years of hope being exchanged for heartache, pain, and loss. Someone who had come in peace, healed thousands, gave generously, humbly, brutally killed as people watched and cheered. His followers questioned everything they had ever thought about him, about God, faith, the scriptures, even life itself. Can you imagine it? Can you feel it? Have you ever been there? I know I have. It's the worst feeling in the world, that complete and total helplessness, total despair, crushed so bad that you physically feel pain inside of you. Imagine with me John standing there with Mary, watching Jesus breathe his last breaths. Just thinking about it is almost overwhelming. But in the midst of that pain and misery and suffering, God was up to something no one imagined or could have predicted. An atoning sacrifice, kind, hope, now and forevermore. And we get just a glimpse of that with his words to the condemned and dying criminal next to him. In Luke 23, verses 39 and 43, one of the criminals who hung there hurled insults at him. "Aren't you the Messiah? Save yourself and us." But the other criminal rebuked him and says, "Don't you fear God?" He said, "Since you are under the same sentence, we are punished justly, for we are getting what our deeds deserve. But this man, he has done nothing wrong." Then he said, "Jesus, remember me when you come into your kingdom." I mean, just this criminal standing up for Jesus when even the very followers of Jesus had deserted him, but for just a few. And Jesus said to him, "Truly I tell you today, you will be with me in paradise." In the midst of what was going on, one man reached out for mercy to Jesus, and that man was met with grace, love, and a promise. See, today we take hope, not in what we see before us, but in the God who holds what is to come. And I cannot wait to worship with you this Sunday at 9:30 and 11 as we celebrate the resurrection of our Savior. So I'd ask, please invite your family and your friends around the world to join in with us online at Facebook/Crosspoint Live. It'll be an awesome opportunity for us to worship, celebrate, and be together this Easter Sunday. I look forward to seeing you.